What's up, fans? It's your boy XXX Dontacion here, and today we're going to be taking a tour on my first high school that I went to, which is Desert Vista Thunder, or more simply, Desert Vista High School. I actually did like this school. Didn't have great memories here, but it was certainly better than what I had at Coolidge High School. For example, like more classrooms, and with my own family situations, more freedom. Look, they even got their personalized parking spaces. Unfortunately, back then I didn't have a car. I did have a mini bike though. But if I had to be honest, if I were to spend that $400 elsewhere, I would have spent it on a car. But yeah, I don't know if I can get in here. I think before they actually did have the gates open, but I guess they don't have them open earlier in the mornings, which really does suck. So yeah, this is the football stadium, and yes, I actually am getting them correct this time. These are the tennis courts. Obviously, student parking lot. I already discussed this. Oh look, an Infinity G37. I have a 90% suspicion that those are owned by black people. But yeah, this is where I would go in. This is where we would go in, and because I had PE in freshman year, this is where I would go in and, you know, jog. Usually what would happen is we would do laps and then go up here, just go up, down, and then another lap, and then we're finished. So yeah, that was the fun part of PE. So I did like it. But yeah, they did update everything after I left, which is crazy. I really wish I did sports here. I actually was wanting to go into a sport here, but for some reason I didn't. You got these older cameras, the original ones, I believe, and then these are the newer ones. They probably installed this like after I left. Oh, by the way, the thing that pisses me off, LED lights. They replaced literally every single one of them with LEDs. Except these ones. These ones are still metal halides. I have a feeling they're going to replace those as well soon, though. I mean, they already replaced those at my other school, and that was what I was actually caught that on video. Here's this. We used to go, like, not every day, but like on certain days when we were to do like events, like sports events, we would go down there. And then there's another field like way over there. I don't feel like walking over. Well, I'm gonna go over here. There's like another field way over there. I'll probably get to it if I feel like walking over there, but there's a field even further than the football field that we would go to. Usually we would do like football, soccer, like mixed in or some shit. We played a lot of made up sports, but it was pretty fun. I think this camera was like always out here. Although I'm not sure if I actually remember that being here when I actually was going here. Can't remember, but I didn't bring my bike this time. And then this is where the gym is. This is a gym section. Not sure if I want to look in there, but I do want to show you guys what the gym looked like. Oh, here it is. Not going in there though. How's it going? I'm allowed to do what do you call it? Like reviews of places, right? So I'm doing this thing for my channel. I'm just like reviewing like the high schools that I went to. I was just wondering if it's okay if I, you know, film a little bit.
Oh, here, yeah. Get in.
Oh.
You can go through the outside.
All right. All right.
Oh, yeah. But in the front, you can get, I mean, you can't get into the campus, but you can go, the gate is open in the front. So you could go like in the front and...
All right, well, thanks. I might just fucking cut that out, honestly. But yeah, this is the campus that they were talking about. This is where we used to just hang out until we have to go to class. Look at this. They keep replacing all these lights with LEDs. Like, come on, bro. I get it's energy efficiency, but like, come on, man. But yeah, as you can see right there, that's the cafeteria that we used to hang out at. That was probably like the most enjoyable time of me going to school here. And then yeah, this was when we would like go to the gym and all that. And the taller buildings, they're just regular classrooms. One of them is computer programming though. But yeah, this is the hallway. I really miss the school. Oh, look, more LED lights. Like, come on, bro. And then this right here is where I used to park my mini bike. And then also, like, when I literally just started going here, I had a skateboard. Like, I would usually put it right here, but I didn't have a lock for it. So my shit got stolen. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. That wasn't even my skateboard either. Because before then, I found a skateboard right there. Where that little opening right there is. Where the wall is. So like right there is where I found it. I would kind of call that person stupid. But then again, I was also stupid. And then, yeah, that's still the hallway, but that's right next to the auditorium. Believe it or not, I'm not sure if this is true, but they said that this whole place right here is designed by the Warner Brothers. Can't remember I can't remember what room this one goes to. I was generally a good kid until like around May of my sophomore year, where I brought my mini bike in there and I just ripped it this whole time, and that's what actually got me in trouble. But surprisingly, I didn't like suffer any serious consequences from it. It was pretty cool. And then this is where I took my engineering class, right here. Well, this is a hallway, but like the door right there leads to the engineering class, and this right here is the actual engineering class. I remember them having a like Desert Vista. I remember them having a quad bike in there that has that Desert Vista logo on there. I wonder if they still have it. So if they still have it, I'm gonna be actually surprised. I don't see it though, but no, this is where Mr. Manigold was showing us a bunch of stuff. I can't exactly remember specifically, but this is where we would also hang out. And then yeah, that's kind of about it. We were using power tools right here though. And then we were making those little rockets the things that shoot very far. I think Carter, my friend Carter, might have got the furthest. Although I can't remember. Mine did actually go pretty far though. But yeah, this is the engineering class. It's a shame I can't get into campus though, because then it would help my video out a lot, since this is summer vacation. Oh yeah, we'll show you the other side of the school. Okay, so I was actually able to get into the building, so we can do more of an in-depth tour of where I used to go here. So yeah, this is the courtyard where we used to just hang out when we ate lunch. And then right here is just the auditorium. As you can see, Dr. Joe McDonald. It's crazy. I didn't think they'd actually let me in, but they actually did. But yeah, this is a place where I used to go to. And some of my videos on my channel can show you that I've actually gone here. Look, my keychain. And then when we were to go to the like when lunchtime hits, usually I would sit over there. But like sometimes I would just come over here and sit just because I felt like it. Damn, they replaced all the lights. Like I said, they keep replacing everything with LEDs. Like come on, bro. But yeah. I don't think these lights have been replaced though. Oh, also, this is like the second gym. Yeah, the school has 2 gyms. And then that's a camera. I'm not sure if that was there before. Oh my god, they still have these. I'm not sure if these speakers are the replacement, because I remember going here, speakers were yellowed. So they might have replaced it, but I don't know. Look at this, they still have this here, like from when I used to go here. Hey, old friend, I'm back again. But no, seriously. Besides the lights and all that, everything else is rather still the same. Then this is a cafeteria that I was talking about right here. I'm not sure why I didn't like sit inside. I think there was probably only like one of a bunch of times that I actually did sit in there. And that was probably with one of my friends, but usually I would just sit out here. And the thing is, unlike in Coolidge High School where I didn't really have that much friends, I actually had a few friends that I've sat next to. This right here is still like this from the time that I went here. Jesus. And then right here is where I also used to go to the gym. They would usually have these open, like rarely. Oh wait, no, it's these right here. We'll go over there, but I also want to show this side of the campus as well. Oh, and also, this is where we used to play football, like, all the time. I remember when my best throws were up there. Now, looking back, I could probably throw all the way over there by just standing right here. Anyway, I'm gonna go in the shade, because I don't want my phone to just conk out for no reason. They still have these lights, though. I wonder what the situation with the vending machine is. I wonder if they still have the same ones. They don't have those security fences around anymore. I guess nobody's breaking into the vending machines. I remember these drinking fountains, and they still work. Still hot though. Yeah, that compressor's not doing shit. That's never open for some reason. Unless there's some like special event going on. Don't know if I want to go upstairs. I probably might, but I don't know if that would be considered going into the building. But yeah, this is where my last homeroom was, and this is where my first room was. Like, period 1, period 7. And when school ends, I would just get out and just... I miss how life used to be when I went to this school, honestly. Looks like they're doing some renovations. Here's a Google map. I'm not going in there. There's still the original lights, and I guess they're removing them. I guess that's what they're here for. Alright. This is where, I guess, the special rooms used to be. Like, I guess for people with IEPs. Well, I can't remember if these are all the rooms. I don't know if it's just an IEP class or like a full-on special ed class. All I know for sure is I did notice them coming out there. But that's about it. Guess I'll go upstairs over here. This is where I used to sit also. Like in sophomore, I was way more extroverted. You know, if I really stayed and graduated here, like, I guess socially I would have had a much better outcome because a lot of people knew me here. And then best shit out of nowhere, we have to go to Coolidge. Or we're moving to Coolidge for no fucking reason. I'm not gonna lie, that had me pissed throughout half my junior year. But yeah, this is where the library is. Library is gonna be the furthest that I walked, because I don't wanna tip off anybody here. This is where I used to spend my quarantine times at. For some reason, I brought my own fans here. Like box fans, I don't know why. But yeah, new food or drink. And then right here, once again, tennis court. I might actually go over there. Should have told him how long it would. Should have told them how long it would take, because this might take a little bit for me to show you the in-depth of the school. Landscaper. I don't want to show too in-depth, but this is as in-depth as I'm willing to go. Anyways, we'll go over here. Oh, and also I used to be the speaker kid back then, because I don't know why, but I used to bring a speaker all the time and just play stupid music. Like, I mean, like I said in my other videos, I was kind of a fan of X, and I want to stop playing his music. But I also played like Take A and a bunch of other of their 2 songs, which I don't know why I did that. People probably saw me as weird for that, which at this point I wouldn't blame them. But yeah, this was what I was trying to show here. This right here is the weight room. There was once where we actually did go in there. But yeah, right here is the tennis courts. And all these gates are open. So yeah, right there is where we used to exit. And then there's like an entrance on the right. That's the baseball court. No, that's a soccer field that we used to play made up sports at. So just in comparison, this is anyway, sorry. This is the tennis courts right here. As you can see, there's still tennis balls. I could pick that up for free, but I'm not going to. Coolidge High School has got some of this, but they only have like what, two of them, like 2 of these, maybe more than that actually. I think 3. Actually, they might have 6, because there's like 2 3s. Anyway, there's like 2 courts that have, there's like 2 fields that have 3 courts in them, or less. I can't remember. Actually, even then, this school's got way more than that. This right here is 7. And then these are all the lights that the LED hacks haven't touched yet. Trying not to overheat my phone. And then this right here is where we used to go and there's somebody right there. This right here is where we used to go and do our laps and stuff, like our warm-ups. And then we go back inside and just do whatever activities that he wanted us to do, including going over there and playing like made-up sports over there, like right here. I don't think you can really see it, but there's another, like, okay, so there's a baseball field over there, and then right next to it is a soccer field. There's somebody coming. Oh, they're going that way. I wonder what happened to that orange golf cart. But yeah, I think I showed most of the school. But shoot, I'll go over there. Well, looks like they still have it. They still have this thing from my freshman year. They still got it. Like, I'm actually impressed. These people actually know how to take care of their vehicles. But seriously, what the hell? They had this thing for God knows how long. I've been seeing this thing since my freshman year of going to this school, and they still have it today. Okay, I'm impressed actually. They're still around. But yeah, that's the baseball field. Yeah, they haven't touched these lights. I could probably hover the camera over the thing, but fuck it. I'll just run over there. Maybe, I don't know. But nah, me and my friends used to full-on sprint over there. I think everyone else. No, there was some bystanders who also ran, but like half the class, they just stayed back and walked. And then this was what I was talking about when I was saying sprint over there. This was what I was talking about right here. They definitely watered their grass pretty well. I hope these people don't get alarmed that I'm just walking here. Yeah, so this right here is the soccer field that we used to just play random sports in. What's really funny about looking in the past is realizing how much of an idiot that you were back then. You see that building right there? For some reason, I just jumped right on top of it, and just because. But yeah, this is where we used to play soccer and all that. Oh, and football. We used to play football over here. We used to have we had some teammates. Well, I had this one person on my teammate who was really shit. Can't remember exactly what happened, but I think this guy, when we were like right at our touchdown, right? And then this guy just drops the ball. I don't know why he did that. And then once again, these are the water fountains that were popular back in my day. Okay, I really want to go over there. Can't spend too much time here though. Oh no. Maybe that wasn't the building. Or no, it was this one right here. That's where I used to jump on. But I'm not doing that right now because I am not getting kicked out of here. But yeah, just to give you an idea of how much of an idiot that I used to be. That's what I used to do. I remember that one time sticks out to me like a sore thumb. But yeah, this is where we used to do a bunch of shit. And from here, you can realize how good of a neighborhood that this is as compared to the shithole that I live into now, or that I live in now. I'm not gonna lie, we had it good here until we moved to Coolidge. You notice my videos? You notice that my one video about like reviewing Coolidge High School? You probably noticed that it was so short. That's because I barely considered that school something that I actually enjoyed going to, as opposed to this school where I actually did enjoy going to. Look at all these lights. If we're being honest here, we should have just stayed and graduated from this school right here. Because if I'm being honest, I would have had a way better outcome than what I had in Coolidge. Desert Vista Unite! Look at that. I don't know if that was there when I was going here. I know this probably was. Actually, wide definition looks pretty good. Gotta cover this phone. I'm gonna be honest, this was the only school that actually made me feel like I was going to an actual new school, as opposed to Coolidge, where it just made me feel like I was going to a ghetto school. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like that school too much as opposed to Desert Vista. I mean, sure, the staff wasn't like too nice, but they weren't as much of a nuisance for me to actually dislike the school solely because of them. But you know what? Coolidge wasn't, at least Coolidge didn't have like assholes that I had to deal with my age. So Desert Vista also gets a point on top of the points that it already has for being a better school than Coolidge. Like, never mind the students, or never mind my own fucking peers. But yeah, so that's just my school that I actually would like to recommend to everybody. I gotta be careful that this dude knows that I've asked permission. But yeah, Thunder Baseball. I think this phone is starting to honk out. Here's the side profile. I guess this is this a volleyball? Is this a volleyball center? I can't remember, or I don't know exactly what it is. I hope they don't think I'm just walking in. I really hope they don't think I'm trespassing. Sweat. That's how it used to be back in the day. Oh, they still have one of these, like, childhood chairs. Hello again, old friend. No, seriously. I can't get over this. Like, one of my, like, probably my best childhood, besides 2016, would be when I was going to the school. Because it probably captured one of my best and like my nearly worst moments, but mostly it was good here. Like, I didn't really have any specific problems with anyone, and like, at worst, it would be one of my own friends acting stupid and then just threatening not to be my friend anymore just because they don't want to ride my bike. At worst, in Coolidge, I actually almost had to fight somebody. But this school, man, like, actually, come to think of it, I am reminded of something, but let me not say it in this video. But if that's saying anything, is that it actually puts me in awe why this school. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything specifically. All I'm going to say is it honestly surprises me that this school is still even open. A bunch of situations have happened here that would probably lead to the school closing down, so I'm surprised it's still open. Maybe it's that good of a school, but it hasn't happened to me specifically. But people, I guess, are assholes to each other. I mean, if you can maybe, I forgot that word. If you can maybe manage that, like, if you don't have people like making fun of you or whatever. 'Cause actually, I'm not sure if that's what happened here. These water fountains are still here. Oh yeah, I had health class, and then I would come out of these doors and drink from this water fountain. But yeah, a bunch of situations happened. A bunch of people committed here. Like, some girl just jumped off like one of these like ledges right here. It was, I think it happened when I wasn't going here, like probably long after I moved, which is a shame. So yeah, it surprises me that this school hasn't closed down yet. But it's a nice school. Other than the inclinations or whatever. There's these trees. Then that's about it, I think. Actually, could probably go over there to show the in-depth of the bike locks. All right. Not sure if they're gonna tell me that my visitation is over, but I'm gonna make this quick. All right. Need some of that water at this point. These are nice palm trees, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe if Coolidge High School was this nice, I wouldn't really hate it that much. But no, they actually cut down the existing trees that were there because I don't fucking know. I don't know. This is where me and my friends used to hang out. Like, we would always, me and Carter, we would always hang out at here, and then we would always hang out afterwards, like literally every single day when we get off of school. And by the way, I'll tell you exactly where I parked my mini bike. Right here. It's pretty cool. Miss my mini bike. But yeah, that concludes my tutorial of my first high school that I went to, and I certainly will be going here in my next life if it doesn't go to shit. Well, I'm glad that I got this video out of the way, because this video was long overdue, and I was actually expecting to film this when I was still 19 years old, like last summer, but things got in the way. So at least I'm able to get this out of the way, and I really do like this video, so I will definitely upload it. So yeah, just to show you a bit of myself. And honestly, I just want to voice my opinion on this school. So yeah, anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget to, I guess, check my channel out every now and then. And as always, peace. And I have no idea if that's a freaking crack in the window.